Ace Podcast.
Hey, this is Aaron.
And this is Craig.
And you're listening to my favorite podcast, Don't Wake the Kids.
On the Ace Podcast Network.
Hey kids, welcome back to Don't Wake the Kids. I know it's been a while. I apologize. I took an extended paternity leave after my son was born. It's been about a month, maybe a little more. So yeah, sorry about that. It's been, oh my God, it's been crazy. Before I tell you how crazy it's been, I guess I want to mention, as always, if you haven't yet, look us up on Facebook. It's just facebook.com/don'twakethekids. Twitter is at DWTK Podcast, and Instagram is the same thing, at DWTK Podcast. The show's kind of turned into me just telling stories about my kids, and it's really become kid-focused, for better or worse, I guess. But yeah, so follow those pages, and I post updates on there, just funny stuff my kids do every once in a while and that kind of thing. So check it out, follow, all of the above. But yeah, so my son was born, my fourth son, my third with my wife. Well, my second son with my wife, third kid. His name is Rook. He's a pretty cool little dude. But I guess I've got some stories to tell, a couple little stories. Before I get into them, I want to give a Snowball Studio 37 update. I now have 3 monitors, and that rules. I have so many options for multitasking right now. Like, I'm kind of in sensory overload with all the shit I'm looking at the moment. But also, since I don't have a co-host anymore, I have a bassinet in the studio. So Rook will be hanging out with me in here. Even though I haven't actually recorded in about a month or more. Well, it's been more than a month because my son turned a month old yesterday. So even though I haven't recorded in over a month, I'm still in the studio pretty often. I would say at least every other night. Most nights I'm out here for one reason or another. A lot of you, I know you've made it over here from Amy's Pearl Shuckin parties. Welcome. It's good to have you. So a lot of you here that know that are from that world coming into the Don't Wake the Kids world, you know that I mod for her, take care of banning trolls and all of that nonsense. Well, usually when she's shucking and I'm out here modding, Rook has been asleep in his pack and play in the living room. Well, that causes issues because when he starts crying, it's time for him to eat or whatever, she has to text me to let me know, hey, come in here and take care of the kid. Well, now I have a bassinet that I bought specifically for the studio. So for normal nights when I'm not recording, I'm going to have a baby in the studio with me. It's really taking Don't Wake the Kids to another level. When he was born, oh man, our other son, Reese, I posted a picture. If you haven't seen it yet, go to, I think I posted it on all 3 of my social medias. So go ahead and check out any of those. And there's a picture that our amazing photographer friend, Rachel, look up Rachel Rodman Photography to see all of her badass pictures. But she caught it has to be the best picture ever taken. It was the exact moment Reese realized he's now a middle child. It is hilarious. It's kind of you've got a blurry, like out of focus Rook in Amy's arms, and in the background in focus is Reese with this like death glare. Oh my God, it's classic. Check that out. But so today is I'm going to do something a little different. I put a poll up on Facebook and Twitter to see if any of you guys would be interested in me calling you, and you have some time to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. If it's a good conversation, we'll keep it going. If it's not, I'm gonna just hang up and move on to the next caller. That was the plan. Well, I had a pretty good response. There was between Facebook and Twitter, there were, 30 to 40 of you that voted yes. So then I put up another post saying, hey, for all of you that voted yes, send me a message with your phone number so that I can fucking call you. Well, 2 of you. I got Actually, only one of you sent me your number, JR, and then another listener, sent me her friend's number. So I have 2 people that I'm going to be calling here shortly. But before we get into that, before we see how that goes, I've got a couple kind of kid updates, funny stories that have happened in the last months that I thought would be fun to tell. Actually, before the kid stories, at the beginning of March, I decided I wanted to do Mustache March. I've had a beard for since 2013. I have not been clean shaven in the last 5 years. So I decided I wanted to do Mustache March. I knew it was going to be a problem because my wife hates the mustache. Absolutely hates it. She likes my beard short, not short, but just, yeah, pretty short, trimmed, nice looking. Absolutely fucking hates the mustache. When I mentioned that I was going to do Mustache March, she shot it down immediately. No, you're fucking not. Well, so I thought I would be a little sneaky, and over about the first week and a half of March, I trimmed my beard down just a little bit every day, leaving the mustache nice and big and thick. Well, about 2 weeks ago, once I got down to where I barely had any stubble left on my face and just had this big mustache, we went out to dinner and she was pissed. She did not like it at all. Super angry. So we were out to dinner and she made an offer that I couldn't refuse. She said, I will go right now and buy you a PS4 and a game if as soon as we get home you shave your mustache. So needless to say, I wasn't married to that mustache. I didn't need it, but now I've got a PS4 and that's cool. So if any of you play Call of Duty or FIFA 18, NHL 18, and I'm about to get Madden 17, you can add me on PlayStation Network. My handle is Too Hot to Randall. It's TOOHOTTORANDALL. Add me on there and we'll kill some people and stuff together, kick some balls or whatever. But yeah, so kid stories. We were eating dinner a week or so ago at a Mexican restaurant. My daughter Emerson, her best friend is a little Mexican girl, and she's been kind of trying to teach her Spanish, that's fucking adorable. So my daughter says, I can count to 10 in Spanish. I was very interested in hearing, my 5-year-old daughter count to 10 in Spanish, so I told her to go for it. She said, Cuatro, uno, gato. I looked at her and started laughing. 4-1 cat. My wife popped in and said, that sounds like a punk band. So now I have to start a punk band with my daughter called Cuatro Uno Gato. It's kind of a dumb little story, but I thought it was funny. Thought I'd share. Also, in the news of my kids, Reese, he's 2. He hasn't been talking much, right? His whole life. I mean, most kids when they're 1.5 or so, they start picking up words here or there. He just really never started talking. But over the last month, he is out of nowhere. He just started talking like crazy, repeating everything he hears. So last week, we were hanging out in the living room. I was changing Rook's diaper, and Amy was standing behind me, closing the blinds, and one of the blinds broke. And she said, what the fuck? Reese was jumping on the couch being crazy because he's fucking wild. He jumps off the couch and screams, what the fuck? Clear as day. And then the next day, I was in the pantry putting away groceries. And I realized I forgot something, and I said, damn it. He was right behind me, and he goes, damn it. Yeah, good times. That's really all. Everything it's been so scatterbrained. Between work and helping Amy with her pearl shucking at night, and the baby waking up every 2 hours to feed him, I haven't slept much. I am pretty scatterbrained with everything in my fucking life right now. So I don't really have much to talk about. That's kind of why I wanted to do this whole phone call thing. So I'm going to make my first call here. This person was sent to me by one of my listeners, Felicia. It's her friend, Alyssa. She said she's crazy in a good way. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll find out. Let's hope. I got my phone hooked up to my recording interface here. I'm hoping it works out well for us. Never done this before, so I'm going to give her a call and we will see how this goes.
Hello?
Hello, is this Alyssa?
It is.
You are Felicia's crazy in a good way friend, Alyssa.
I really am. Yes, I really am. And I have honestly no clue what this requires of me, like I just found out about you, so you'll have to bear with me. I think I've successfully downloaded Spotify, but my computer is apparently running on 1992 dial-up.
Nice.
And so I haven't been able to access your podcast.
Okay.
But they're FaceTiming me or they're Facebook messaging me now. But yeah, so this is me. I'm Melissa.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's something I meant to bring up in my intro. But yeah, guys, we are now on Spotify. I'm really stoked about it. They're really picky about what podcasts they let get on there. So thanks for mentioning that. I completely forgot.
No problem. I want to be. I mean, are you live now?
I am recording right now.
I just can't. This just really pisses me off because I can't get the freaking thing. I have a Mac that only cost me probably about 9 cars. I cannot get they want to take it in and they want to fix it, but I can't be away from it for that long. So I got just a lot of crap that I need to get fixed on it, but I can't. It's like a 27-inch Mac. It's amazing, but it runs like my 1982, Dell. So anyway, you have a podcast and you just talk to people or talk about subjects or? No,
this is the first time I've done the phone call. Basically your requirements here, she said she told you, but you should. I expected a topic, something you want to talk about, and if it's good enough, we'll keep talking about it. If not, then I'm gonna move on to my next call.
Okay. Are you expecting me to talk the whole time, right?
No. It's a discussion. We'll talk about whatever. Yeah. It's just
the problem with me is I can pick a topic, but it's going to quickly overlap into probably 19 other topics.
And that's totally fine. I ramble, so.
Okay. Well, I'm a very majestic person, according to her. So this is something that should relatively come naturally to me, but I'll try my hardest to keep you engaged. I mean, I enjoy talking about a lot of different things. So, yeah, this is cool.
All right, cool.
So how long, really quick, have you been doing this? Like, how long have you had your podcast?
Oh, God. This is episode 47. I'm not entirely sure how long. It's over a year and a half or so, maybe close to 2 years. I'm not really sure when I started.
Why'd you start?
Honestly, I started because I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, and I listen to all of his podcasts, and he's always saying, if you want to do something, do it. And I decided I wanted to start a podcast. It's called Don't Wake the Kids because I have to record after the kids are in bed, and I can't wake them up.
That's right. So I feel really stupid now because I wish I knew who the hell Kevin Smith was.
Oh,
man. Is he a comedian? Is he
if it wasn't that question, that would have been the point where I hang up. But I can't hang up and not. No. That's just that break.
You gotta cut me some slack.
It breaks my heart when someone says they don't know who Kevin Smith is. So have you seen?
And I might.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Might.
I bet you do. Have you seen?
I might.
Have you seen Clerks or Clerks 2? Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Okay, fine, yeah. Well, not all those. See, here's the thing. My friend Felicia doesn't have a life. And she is a single mom. She really just does the whole Dr. Who thing with her daughter, doesn't get out much, oftentimes doesn't even brush her teeth. I have to remind her to brush her hair. She has time, nothing but freaking time. I, on the other hand, multiple kids, multiple animals, love spending time with my husband. We spoon a lot in bed. I don't really have the time to really get into the whole online. I mean, I really got to pick and choose my time wisely. And so, unfortunately, I'm just not that into books and stuff and people like she is, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
well, everything.
My dog throw up.
Everything. Everything I mentioned was there are movies that came out since 1994, so you've had time. But have you seen any of them?
Oh, I've had time. I think I've seen Clerks, but I can't remember.
Okay.
So I apologize, but that's not the topic that we're going to talk about because you're not going to hang up on it.
No.
Because I'm very, very interested.
Okay. Just take my word for it. You need to watch those movies. Just look up Kevin Smith on IMDb and watch anything that he has written.
Okay. Well, right now as we talk, my phone is blowing up in my ear because I know they're messaging me, but I'm not going to read them because I don't want to get sidetracked.
Okay. So what do you got for me?
Well, there's a couple of things I was thinking about, and I wasn't quite sure where to start because I'm just kind of an all over, like I said, majestic person and all over the place. We recently moved here from Colorado. I live in Idaho, born and raised in California for 30 years. Fell in love with Colorado for about 12, but my husband and I decided we wanted a slower way of life, and we are now little farm people in Idaho. And I'm not sure I like it. I like the space, but I don't know that I want to here forever because I really miss my friends. And so my topic I was thinking about is going to be when you have friends, so my group of friends, we're not exactly petite women, we're not that big either. And so when we get together, we really have a lot of fun, but we sweat a lot, like a lot. And so for us, it's kind of funny because we'll go to the club, we'll break it down. We like to really enjoy and have fun. I mean, we don't even need to go to the club because we have the club in our family room. But you know how much it sucks when you get to your 40s? You are absolutely winded after like a couple of Running Men. You know, I can't do the Roger Rabbit without feeling like I'm going to pass out or pee my pants. So that's kind of a big issue. I think as women get older and they get in, you know, to their 40s and their metabolism slows down, they really want to be able to feel sexy, but it's just kind of hard. And I'm having to work with Felicia a lot in this right now because she's out in the dating scene and she's just really not feeling super, you know, majestic. And that's why she comes to me and tries to take notes from me and my husband. So, you know, it happens. The other thing I was going to say is that sometimes when I'm with my girlfriends, we accidentally fart, sometimes in public. And Felicia has asked if she could take the blame for it. So she can't, I mean, literally, she would, no matter where we're at, what we do, if you accidentally do that, she absolutely 100% will take the blame. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a good friend, I think, anyway.
Well, hold on. So wait. We got to back up on that one.
Yeah.
So you and, is she the only single one there?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, no,
so here's the deal. She's back in Colorado. I'm still in Idaho, but we're considering moving back to Colorado because my kids are having a hard time here. And we really miss our friends. We really, really do.
Okay. You're moving on too quick. I'm still stuck on this farting thing.
Okay, well, we can talk about it.
Yeah. So you're out with your friends. She's the only single one.
Absolutely.
Someone farts.
At this time, yes. Mm-hmm.
And
we're all married with kids.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so someone farts and she takes the blame for it.
Full on, and we'll apologize for it. Absolutely.
But okay, so I need the logic in that. Why is the single one?
I don't know because so what I do, I personally have a thing where I kind of, I mean, I'll do a bodily function or something in front of a friend or a family member, and I'll be like, and blame it on them. So it just kind of became this inside joke. You know, like we'll be somewhere in a group of people. Okay, so I'll explain the situation. We have what we call the nickel auction back home. And it is a group of ladies that get together once a month and bring a bunch of random crap to sell like you would sell it at maybe a garage sale. And you bring food and you basically sit there all night, shop and eat. And it's amazing. Like it's like the best freaking fun ever. And you start at like 3, 4 in the afternoon and go till midnight. One time I was sitting on a hard, like, a bench, if you will, and I toot. So I did. I'm not joking. That thing reverberated or whatever the hell you call it so bad. There wasn't, I mean, you could have heard a pin drop in that room of probably 5 ladies. And I don't even think that I was done passing that particular piece of flatulence. Felicia straight up was like, sorry, everybody. My bad. And I was like, Felicia, that dude, get us some class, you know? We do it no matter where we're at. Restaurant, grocery store, walking down the aisle at Target. She's really got my back in that regard.
That's funny. I've been with my wife since 2011 and I have never once heard her fart.
Oh, see, that's not human.
I have never known, like not even just known that she was pooping. She's a fucking ninja.
Not normal. That's not okay. Do you fart in front of her?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the very first date my husband and I had, I actually met him online. We met up in Malad, Idaho, which is like population -2. And I was living in California. He was living in Colorado. But we met up in Idaho at his parents. And he farted and kind of did it around the corner on accident, I think, more than anything, but probably didn't want to say anything. I let it rip. I'm telling you, you cannot not express your bodily flatulence and deal with it. How do you have a baby? Were you not there when your children were born? I mean, that's all part of being married.
I watched her birth all 3 of my kids, and it's something that she's never done, and it doesn't matter.
Have you told her she can?
Oh yeah, she knows.
Well, you know what? Kudos to her. She's probably a little more classier than I am, obviously. I mean, I don't know. I come from a long line. Like, so for example, my grandparents raised me, and my dad, uncle, grandpa, cousin, big guys. We would be sitting around the table. Grandma's cooking. We're eating. Nobody would even give a second thought to lift their leg and let it rip. So unfortunately, that's what I was raised in. And so I firmly believe that it's not good for you, especially if you have IBS and stuff, to hold that stuff in. But nevertheless, if somebody doesn't want to do it in front of their spouse, I respect that. But I couldn't do that because that's my husband. He loves me for better or for worse.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. There's no way I could hold it. I mean, we were walking around Toys R Us yesterday, and it was getting on her nerves how much I was just knocking over aisles.
Have you ever watched Batman? Or Bat Dad, not Batman. Have you ever seen Bat Dad?
Yeah.
On Facebook. Yeah, that is kind of my husband. Like, well, that's not actually true. He's kind of me in male form, but his wife is my husband. Because I'm the one that's kind of more obnoxious and over the top, and he's extremely introverted and laid back, and I'm type A. So I think that's why the opposites attract things, you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But anyway, and the other funny thing, too, is when we do go anywhere, Felicia has a very, very, very dry sense of humor. And our really good dear friend, Angela, who's married with kids, she loves to dance. I love to dance. I danced and danced for years. Back in my pre-life, I was an aerobics instructor and taught all sorts of classes. And then I got, married, had kids, and got that. But anyway, we'll go do stuff, and it doesn't matter where we're at, what we're doing. If it's a furniture store, whatever. We'll you ever seen somebody shut up shop in one of the vignettes or something at Walmart, or sit down and act like they're having, cappuccino in the I don't know, the patio section of Sears or something. That's the kind of humor we have. And so she came to visit me 2 weeks ago, and she's okay, so you need to get a visual on this. So first of all, we're all about 5'9", 5'10", tall girls, okay? And so I love to thrift shop. I love to go. I'm a huge thrift store junkie. So I had found this Coldwater Creek 3XL velour, basically like a cobalt blue / I don't know, teal jumps, like a jumper dress. It was wrong on so many levels. So when she came to visit us, she looked so cute. She had her little dress on with pockets and leggings and all this stuff. I handed her that because I told her I got it for her, as a gift. This mofo straight put that dress on, which I have pictures, and I'm going to message them to you so you can get a visual of this. Bright yellow shoes. She had her cross-satchel little body bag. Put this damn freaking Coldwater Creek 3XL velour jumpsuit dress on. Wore it to church. And then sat with her legs spread, absolutely ghetto. And then when they asked her who she is, and I introduced her to my friends, my mother-in-law and my daughter are sitting there, my oldest stepdaughter, and Felicia, and she introduces herself with a freaking lisp. It was the funniest crap. I'll send you the video because I recorded her singing a hymn, and we'll send you pictures of her. I'm not joking. I was crying. If I didn't have bladder sling surgery during my hysterectomy, I would have wet myself in church. Full on. She sat there and talked to the lady with lisp on purpose, and it was perfect. And I can't even imitate it. And that's the type of person she is. No shame in her game at all. And so that's why when we go out and we have fun and we do stuff, doesn't even matter. One time at a nickel auction, she straight busted out men's army boxer short underwear and tucked her, whatever, I don't know what the hell she did. Somebody was selling a tool belt, so she put the tool belt on, tucked in her dress into these army men shorts with a tool belt on, and was traipsing around in front of all these women. And it was just absolutely hilarious. I know you had to be there, but that's how we roll. And so it's a lot of fun, and that's honestly what I miss. I like where we live here, but I really, really miss my friendships back home because you just don't find that kind of friendship anywhere. They're pretty good people, and if a lady's willing to take on your fart and own it, then that's that's true friendship right there.
That is true friendship. Well, I appreciate your stories.
It really is.
I'm running short on time, so I need to get on to the next call, but I'm sure Felicia's going to love that you told those stories.
She's going to, yeah. She's also single. She's 32, single mom, great gal. And she puts maggots on people's feet, too, just so you know. She works for a podiatrist. So she puts maggots on people's feet. So if any of your callers are interested, they need to really look Felicia up. She's a catch. She's a gem.
No, thanks. No.
But she doesn't sweat as much as me, so it's okay. I think she's fine.
All right, well,
but
thanks.
I'm sending you the pictures when we hang up right now, okay?
Okay.
So you'll get those.
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, have a good one. Bye. All right, so Lady Farts, and that didn't go where I thought it would go at all. I mean, I had no clue where it was going to go, but I did not expect it to go there. That's fine. All right, let's give JR a call. Now, JR actually is a listener. It's not a random person that a listener told me to call.
Hello.
JR.
Hey, how are you, Randall?
I'm good. So what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, man. How's your day?
Oh man, it's been wild. Well, not really wild. It's just with the baby and other small children, it's always wild. But
oh yeah, you know me. I'm a stay-at-home dad 3, so.
Man, I could. There's no fucking way I could do that. I gotta get out.
I mean, I get out. I play drums. So in the weekends and stuff, I play some shows and get out. And my oldest is old enough to babysit, so that works out.
That's good. So do you want to plug your band?
I play drums for Kimra. She's a Nashville country recording artist based out of Joplin, Missouri.
Okay.
We play a lot of shows regionally. You can go look up her page she's on all major music and platforms. You can look her up on Facebook on her page and look at booking information. We got some slots open this summer. We just booked up all the weekends in April, though.
Cool.
So
that's pretty awesome. I miss playing music. I haven't done it in so long.
Yeah, I put it off for a while when I was in the military, and I put the drums down because I felt like I hit a wall and wasn't getting any better, and was focusing on my career and everything. And then one Valentine's Day, my beautiful wife saw that I had the music itch, and she ordered me an electric drum set because we lived in apartments at the time. Because in the military you move around, and
right.
She got me this electric drum set, this Yamaha DTX Explorer, and some Behringer headphones, and surprised me with it. And the same year, I got her the Die Hard box set on Blu-ray when Blu-ray was first coming out.
Yeah.
And she cried over that, and then I opened up my drum set, and I was like, "There's something even get there." and so I got back into it then, and I ended up taking it on one of my deployments with me because it fit in my footlocker when I tore it down, and
nice.
I decided I was going to have it because we were going to be in shoes and have electricity and stuff. Because by this time it was like 2010, and it was my last tour, and I brought it with me, and I ended up being in like an MWR band, and we played some shows for troops and stuff at like Camp Buring and a couple other places, and it was a good time. I love music, man. It's my thing.
Yeah, I was in a couple of bands before I joined the Air Force, and then I was in one in Japan while I was in the Air Force. I haven't done anything since then.
You gotta get back into it, man. Fiddle with it.
Yeah, I just don't have time. It's hard.
Yeah, I usually my go time is my youngest goes to half day, so I drop her off at noon, and then usually my wife's going to work or she's doing stuff, and I use that opportunity to spend a couple hours practicing and run through all my songs I need to get tight, and then I go pick them up from school and go full-blown dad mode, make dinner and all that good stuff. So I got to tell you about what happened to my son the other day.
All right. Yeah, kid stories are very much welcome on this podcast,
Okay, well, my son is my oldest. He's 12, and he's getting to that age where we got to air out his room sometimes. And so I go in there.
Hold on. Is this a fart story?
No.
Okay, because the person I just got off the phone with told me the longest lady fart story. So sorry, go ahead.
No. So I go in his room the other day, and I'm like, "Hey, man, we need to clean up your room. It's getting a little crazy in here." and his laundry was piled up, and I started noticing he was wearing like the same shorts like 3 days in a row. And I was like, you need to do laundry. And so we get his laundry going, and his mom, my wife, was like, hey, did you check all your pockets and stuff? He's like, yeah, I checked my pockets. And I was like, you check your pockets? He's like, yeah, I checked my pockets. So he's doing his laundry, and he goes over to his friend's house, and while his load's going, to go play for a little bit. And I switch his laundry over for him, and I look in the dryer, and I see this like a baseball card plastic sleeve holder. And I look, and it is every single one of his shiny Pokemon.
Oh man.
He washed like, I'm talking stuff he's been collecting for like years. Like he had all of his top ones, and he brought them over to his friend's house.
Oh.
And he had them in his pocket. He washed every shiny he had, dude.
Did it
And I had
ruin
to
them?
break that news to him. Oh yeah, they're done. They're toast. They curled up, and there ain't no saving them. I thought about maybe like trying to iron them or something, but they're done. They're toast.
Man, that sucks. When I was like 9 or so, I collected baseball cards from the time I was like 5 until this incident. This incident made me quit. But I had a Nolan Ryan rookie card, and I had everything in binders, and it was like I took really good care of them. My little brother decided he wanted to take them to school with him, but instead of taking like a binder, he dumped them all out into a Walmart sack.
Oh.
He took them to school, brought them back home, and that was when I found out about it. And I went through them, and I was trying to sort through them, see if they were damaged and whatnot. And my Nolan Ryan rookie card was creased right down the middle.
Oh no.
Man, I was furious. I ripped it in half and threw the rest of them away.
Oh god, that's terrible. I feel you. I collected tons. I had so many tops. I had the the Velveeta cheddar looking boxes.
Yeah.
Like full of them. And when I left for the service, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they got sold or if they got. My brothers say they don't remember what happened to them. My mom doesn't remember. They're up in the top of my closet, but never saw them again. There was tons of them too.
Damn.
But yeah. Oh, and then the day before that, he goes over to this dude, his friend's party, and they go to one of those trampoline parks in Joplin.
Yeah.
And so you got like 6 middle schoolers at a trampoline park for 2 hours. They all go to a sleepover, right? I guarantee you none of them took showers. The next day, my son texts me, and he's like, hey, can so-and-so come over and hang out for the afternoon, and then we can just take him back to his house before dinner? I was like, sure. So his friend comes over with him, and now I got 2 stinky 12-year-olds that went to a trampoline park, had a sleepover, played half the morning, and I'm like, I don't know how to handle this. So I make my kid take a shower. I can't make the other kid take a shower. So I open up this window, and I'm just like, y'all got to go outside and play. I can't handle this. It was bad.
Man, I'm
not ready. I'm not ready for puberty, man. And I got 2 girls coming up fast, and I'm just, I got guns. It's okay.
So you got 3 kids?
Yes, I do. I got 1 son and 2 girls.
What are their ages?
My son's 12. My middle she's 9. My youngest is 5.
Man, that's a pretty big gap.
Crazy talented kids. Well, we had 2 in between, the 9-year-old and the 5-year-old that we lost. So, yeah, we were trying. The military, man, just stressed us out.
Man, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
I was on back-to-back tours, 5 in a row, and we couldn't take it. So it all worked out, though. We got a rainbow baby, and she's crazy, and I love her.
Yeah, my daughter, she's my princess. I was really happy that this last one was a boy, because I don't know that I have, and this is going to sound cheesy, but I don't know that I have enough love in my heart for another daughter.
It's hard, man. But here's the thing. I thought the same thing, but now that I have 2 girls, they both have crazy different personalities. They're both they're the most unique little kids I've ever seen, but they act just like the kids in their age group, kind of. But it's just, I love them differently because there's different things to love. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I love my kids all equally. I tell them that all the time. I'm like, I don't love any more than the other. I love your mom more than all of you, though.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. But I got him a dog. Have you seen my dog online, my buddy?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, he's my rescue dog. We got him from the Humane Society, and he was there. He's actually about to get put down, and he was there for 6 months, and they said that they estimated that he was on the street at least a year and that he was over around 2 years old. And so I go in there to check him out because my friend shared him online, and I was like, oh, man, that dog's awesome. And so I go get him. We fall in love with him. We bring him home, and I find out that he's got some things going on because, like, he was abused. Obviously, he acts like an abused dog. He wears his ears back because he's kind of blind. So I guess he uses his ears to see.
Man,
and he's skittish. He's gun shy. He doesn't do anything his breed's supposed to do. And we found out that he can't catch food. Like that dog on those videos.
Yeah.
Like he can't catch food to save his life, the poor guy. And the first year we had him, he was always super excited to get people food. But now he just expects it. So he just he'll come up to me while I'm cooking and just sit there like, you're going to give me food, so just give me food. And I'm like, buddy, go away. And he won't. He'll just sit there because he's like, if I stand here, you're going to give me food. And I always give him food because he's one of the kids. But it's just, he used to get excited about it, and now he's just, I don't know. He's a good dog.
I wish I had a dog.
We'll keep him around.
And my wife.
Why don't you have a dog?
I've got 3 fucking cats.
Cats are the devil.
Yeah, I mean, so the oldest, my wife got this. She rescued this cat a couple years before we got together. So I mean, she's just part of the family. She's lazy. She sleeps all day. She doesn't do anything. She's fine.
Mm.
We rescued a little black kitten out of it was a car. I don't remember whose car it was. It was a car parked in front of my friend Corey and Rachel's house.
Mm-hmm.
It was like up in the engine. So I went over there and got it and brought him home, and he was like,
oh my.
He was like my buddy for a couple weeks, and then he just turned mean all of a sudden, and he was like terrified of me for, as far as I could tell, no reason. Then he's come around now, but he has a problem with getting on the counters, and he just, he's a trash cat, so he's used to fending for himself, even though we feed him 2 or 3 times a day. So he's still trying to get into the trash and all that. And then we also, a little more recently, rescued a Maine Coon that. This cat is.
I don't know what that means.
It's like the biggest breed of house cat. He's.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be a year old now, and he's twice as big as our oldest cat. He probably weighs 15 pounds, 20 pounds.
I think I might get like a domesticated bobcat or like a puma or something like that.
That's cool. Yeah, he acts like a dog for a lot of things. He does is like a dog. Like he'll, with a dog, you pat on your leg, and he'll, like, if you're standing, you pat on your leg, and they'll jump up and like put their front legs up on you.
Yeah.
This cat will do that, and he wants to be picked up like that. And
see, my dog acts like a cat, and it's annoying sometimes.
Cat dogs can be cool, but dog cats can be really annoying.
Yeah, he's just needy, but I get it. I get it. How much time you got left?
Oh, we can wrap up anytime you're ready.
Well, let's see. I was trying to think if I had anything interesting to talk about. I really don't, to be honest. That was my week wrapped up in a nutshell. It's pretty boring, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I try to, at least the last couple shows, I've tried to come up with stuff to talk about before I get in here. But tonight...
I did. I wrote a bunch of stuff down, actually.
Oh, yeah? Did you have the list? Did you go through it all? Or?
Well, I went through my stories. We didn't talk too much. I figured we'd talk a little bit about music because we both love, we're the Coheed fans.
Yeah, but I'm really excited. July 31st.
The Amphitheater in the Walmarts.
Yep.
I'm thinking about it. I honestly haven't bought my tickets. It's July 31st is going to be hot, and I'm pretty sure that I will be playing a show that weekend, but
it'll be worth it. It's what is that? It's like a weekday. It's like a Tuesday or something.
I thought it was a Friday.
July 31st is a Tuesday.
Oh, dang. What am I thinking about? Well, maybe I will go. I might go.
Yeah, and they're playing last, so the sun will be down by the time they start.
Okay, so Taking Back Sunday's playing first.
Yeah, I forgot. Story So Far, is that the other band?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, no, I like what I've heard.
I just don't know if I could justify $135, dude, for 2 tickets.
Yeah, I bought.
That's the most I've ever paid for a Coheed show.
Yeah, no, this tour is definitely their most expensive, and it got a lot of uproar on the internet. I saw a lot of people were pretty angry, but my wife was.
I know.
A peach.
Yeah, tons of people can't go. They just can't afford it.
Yeah. Which I guess Groupon has a lot of deals on it, and I've seen where people are finding lawn seats for like $20.
Yeah, I found a lawn on Groupon for $25, but there's only one. If there was two, I would have got it because
yeah.
I'm not going to go without my wife. My wife's my comfort human because of the PTSDs and whatnot.
Right. Yeah, my wife was a peach, and she bought me and her, and as payment to our birth photographer, bought her a ticket, got us all pit tickets.
Awesome. So she's going to be down by the stage.
Yeah, which I'm kind of nervous about that because last time I was in the pit at a Coheed show, I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, I did the pit at the Never Ender this last year, and it was pretty intense, but I had like tons of community around me, so we all kind of just huddled around. Unfortunately, Mike, the Frenchy French was there, so you know who I'm talking about.
Mike, the Frenchy French.
If anybody listens to this, will know who I'm talking about. It's the Mike Mancini. He's the French guy that comes over to see shows all the time.
Oh, no, I don't know who that is.
He now works at Disney World as the French guy at the French booth.
Man, I want to work at Disney World. It just sounds like fun. But also, it kind of sounds horrible.
I don't know if I can justify spending like the equivalent of most of my tax return on like a 1 week vacation that's going to be just long and tiresome.
Yeah.
Because if I'm spending that kind of money, I'm going like sun up to sundown to the last firework and then waking up and doing it over again.
Yeah, I went to Disney when I was 16, and I don't really remember much of it. I'm pretty sure I had fun.
Well, you just solidified why I'm not taking my kids. Cause
yeah, I know. I don't remember it. It's like the only thing I remember from that trip is it was a week-long vacation. We were staying at my stepdad's uncle's house. He lived he was like 45 minutes from Disney, south of Disney, I think, and he was like right in the middle of the state. So we could go. One day we went to Cocoa Beach on one side, and then we went to Vero Beach on the other side.
Nice.
We were at, I want to say it was Vero Beach. It may have been Cocoa, but I'm pretty sure it was Vero Beach. And me and my little brother were watching this guy skimboard. And like he was, running out into the water and hitting the waves and doing flips and stuff. And we thought it looked like a ton of fun. So we went down to a Ron John shop down the road and bought each other some skimboards. And we were out there just falling down, trying to do it.
Yeah.
And this guy comes over and like he starts helping us and teaching us how to do it. And we ended up hanging out with him all day. We noticed his girlfriend was sitting up on the beach just watching, and we got tired, so we were going to go rest. And we went up there and sat down with him and his girlfriend, and we hung out for a while. When we got back from that trip, do you remember the TV show Made on MTV?
A little bit.
It's like,
I didn't have cable growing up.
It's like where somebody that you wouldn't expect to do a certain thing wants to learn how to do that thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I start watching this episode where this like preppy cheerleader type chick wants to become a skateboarder. And so she's learning how to skateboard, and her boyfriend's kind of picking on her. He's a surfer. It's fucking this couple that I was hanging out with on the beach. They were his girlfriend was the one that was the subject of that episode of Made, and he was on it making fun of her.
That's awesome.
It was pretty crazy.
I think my best celebrity story, I have two, and they both involve being deployed because celebrities always come to the troops and whatnot. The first one was I got to meet James Gandolfini and like half of the cast from The Sopranos, and that was back in 2004.
That's when they're huge. In Iraq.
Yeah, and so I got like pictures with them and autograph photos, but I had a picture of I had two lieutenants that gave us their 9mm, and I had them have me tied up in a chair with the guns on me. And I took that photo, and my lieutenant took it, right? Well, this lieutenant gets transferred to a different unit halfway in our deployment because they needed a commander. And I never saw him again, and I never saw that photo again.
Oh,
but
that
I have my
sucks.
I have my autograph photos, though. So,
man, but that would be the coolest picture to have.
Oh, I know. I'll find him one day, I'm sure, and he'll probably still have it, I hope, because he took one with him, too, so it'll be with his. I got to play pool with Wee Man.
I headbutted Wee Man.
Nice.
It was on accident, too. It wasn't like I was just doing a joke.
He kicked himself in the face for us because I beat him at pool.
Nice.
That was the bet, because he bet me to play. He's good at pool. He's right there on that level. He can eyeball the ball without even getting on his tippy toes.
Yeah. Was that in 2009? 2010 maybe?
Yeah, it was about 2009. Yeah, we were at Eric John, I think.
Where's that?
It's in Kuwait. It was when I was down in Kuwait.
That was probably the same USO tour that I saw him on.
More than likely. They were headed out, and we were headed out, and we were there at the MWR just shooting pool and shooting darts and stuff. And he just came in and was like, it was in the middle of the night, and I played pool against him, and I bet him that if I won, I wanted to see him kick himself in the face. And he did it.
That's great.
It was pretty cool. And then he signed an autograph for me, and he rolled out with his entourage. And then I got to hang out with the Avenged Sevenfold when they came through. Yeah. Hey, now, I've liked them for a long time, though. Like a very long time. I don't like them too much. I like their new album. I like how proggy it is.
I haven't heard anything recent. I really liked, what is it, Waking the Fallen? Is that the name of it?
Okay, yeah, that was the first. That's what I fell in love with them with. That was number 2, I believe.
Yeah, number 2. I'm pretty sure it had oh fuck, what's that called? I'm not even gonna remember it. I don't remember.
Sounding the Seventh Trumpet.
No.
City of Evil.
No. It was on Waking the Fallen.
Oh, is it the 4th chapter? The da da da.
No, it was the man. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, so I got to hang out with them, which was cool. Smash Mouth came and played their 5 hits, and then played like 4 Van Halen songs. That was hilarious. Yeah, it was hilarious to watch. They literally came and played their like 5 hit songs, and then they played nothing but covers for like another hour. But It was fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had kind of a blast.
So it wasn't Waking the Fallen. That was not the album. Let's see.
Are you talking about The Beast and the Harlot?
No, it's before that. Where the hell?
That's the one everybody
discography.
knows. Oh, the Sounding the Seventh Trumpet?
Yeah, it was on that album. Darkness Surrounding. There we go. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Love that song. But yeah, that record I loved it. Everything after that, Waking the Fallen wasn't too bad, but everything after that I just haven't been able to get into. Once he really started singing a lot more than screaming, that's when I fell off.
Yeah. Well, it's because his vocals, he had to have surgery. His vocals blew out. And now he had to go, like, vocal training. He's terrible singing now, though. Like, I watched him live at that Capitol Building rooftop concert, and his vocals were horrendous.
I believe it.
He was like, hold on, let me plug my nose. Like every song.
God.
It was bad. It was tricky.
He's always been nasally. If it's worse, then I'm definitely gonna have to stay away.
Yeah, he might not like it. I like the drums. That's about it.
Yeah, the Rev was really good.
He was. Rest in peace, Rev. I'm gonna pour one out for my homie. Hold on. I'm sipping on gin and juice, laid back.
What's on your mind?
Drumming. Drumming's on my mind. It's always on my mind. You know what my theme song is?
What's your theme song?
It's funny because it comes on in the grocery store sometimes when I'm shopping with my kids, and I sing it really loud, and it embarrasses the shit out of them. But my theme song is I Don't Want to Work. I Just Want to Bang on My Drums All Day.
I don't know that. I don't think.
You know, I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drums all day.
No, I don't think. No.
Damn. I'm going to send you a link after this, okay?
All right, send me the link.
I'm going to school you. It was a really popular song in the 80s. It's really good. It's kind of like, it's got like a third wave ska feel.
Okay.
So I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I'll check
but
it out.
I'm going to call it tonight, my man. My wife's about to come home, so I got to call it quits.
Yeah, we're pushing an hour minus whatever I have to cut out of here. So thanks for talking.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. I've always kind of wanted to be on a podcast. I've only done one ever. Yeah,
well, now you've done 2. Is there anything you want to plug on your way out?
Just look up Kimra's music, please. It's Kimra, Kimra Music. She's on all the platforms. She's got a new album out called Songs for You. It's a 5-song EP. She just recorded it in Nashville with Winter Records. So hit that up, download it, get us paid so we can go tour some more. It'd be awesome.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for talking, and I will catch you later.
Thanks for having me, man. Later.
Bye. All right. Well, that was fun. You guys basically just got to listen to me talk on the phone for almost an hour, which, is 2 people that I've never actually talked to. Well, the first person, I don't know who that is. So that was very new. JR, I've messaged with him and commented on Facebook posts and that kind of stuff. So I know who he is, but that was the first time we'd ever actually talked. So that's cool. I really don't have anything else tonight. I should have got JR's dad advice. Let me shoot him a message real quick, see if he's got any dad advice for us. All right, JR's dad advice is to love often, Hug and kiss often. Say I love you. Be slow to anger and quick to forgive. Enjoy every minute. And I just want to add, always check your kids' pockets because they're gonna forget.